Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. All right. Hi. I'm Sharif. You might know me as Sharpers in chat. This game is this is cool Toon for the Dreamcast. This game rocks. So this is a Japan only Dreamcast game released by SNK in 2000, and this one's it's a real weird one. So buckle in because it's a weird one, I promise. But this one's good. So this is a game that you can play as one of two characters. You can play as Amp or Spica. You get it? Amp, Speaker, Amp, Speaker. So this is Spica's story. This game is the only difference between the modes are some of the songs differ, and in my opinion, Spica's story is a little bit better. So we'll pick her. Where's my timer? My timer disappeared. Oh, it's back. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right, cool. So yeah, this game rules. So this game, the one other runner of this game showed me that there's an easy mode that you can play in this game. So most speedruns use the easy mode, which is right up here. I don't speak any Japanese, but apparently this is like the mode game, and this is regular and simple. We're gonna play on regular mode because I just got a deathless run yesterday of it, so it's so I'm gonna go for it. But it's actually quite a difficult game. So if I get like my gamer lean going, I apologize in advance because it's actually quite difficult. I'll explain why there's a Neo Geo Pocket Gate at the bottom sometime during the run, because there will be some downtime. This game's mostly it's a rhythm game. This is a rhythm game with original music. So I'm just gonna sort of let you guys listen to the cool music and sort of experience the strangeness of this game. There's also lore in this game. I don't understand any of it, so I'm gonna do my best to make stuff up. Does that sound like a plan? All right. So I'm just gonna get started like right now. Oh yes, and people who do speak Japanese, please help me. I'm also skipping every single cutscene very, very quickly. So there's going to be a lot of cutscene skipping. There's going to be a lot of mashing through text. And there's only one part of the game where we actually have to read what Yusa has to say. So my understanding of the story is that Spica gets sucked into a television, and she needs to dance to get out. And this bunny character's name is Yusa, and I think that's supposed to be like USA. I don't really get it. But yeah, so there's a lot of cool detail in the background of this game. So the key here is to pay attention to the backgrounds and listen to the bop, the great music. That's basically it. You gotta go into the gamer lean. Not right now. This is the easy part. So I'm playing this without a VMU or a memory pack or whatever you want to call it. It's a VMU. And so and that's because this game saves your progress. And so if you have a save file, then the gameplay for story is completely different. So the speedrun rules require you to play without any backup save or anything. Usagi is rabbit in Japanese. Okay, so there you go. I had no idea. Please teach me Japanese. Yeah. So the name, his name is Yusa, Y-U-S-S-A. I don't know if that means anything. So yeah, well that makes sense. He's a rabbit, so I think that makes sense. So yes, please teach me, please. So yeah, so this is a rhythm game, sort of in the vein of any rhythm game. So you have this fun circle, and you have to control the cursor, and you hit the buttons. I promise there'll be more than A eventually, but the first few levels there's only A. It gets more difficult pretty quickly. And then you have this, you have that, you have this sort of, whatever, the sort of gauge at the bottom, and the gauge kind of tells you how good you're doing, and you have to finish the level above that, like, vertical line. Please help me. Please help me, Japanese speakers. I want to learn. Please teach me. So yeah, so there's like a vertical line in the gauge at the bottom. You have to finish above that, which is above level 4. And to win. And if you fall to a 0, then you automatically lose. So it's pretty classic rhythm game rules. I should probably, like, there's also something called boons. So there's like a multiplier. Freeze! There's gonna be a lot of freezing. We're gonna freeze together as well. Freeze! So after every level, you can watch a replay of exactly what you said. So we just mashed through the replay. So that was the end of the prologue. So now we're actually playing video game. Now we've officially started. And we'll eventually leave this house once we think we know. Once Yusa thinks we know what we're doing, we'll be able to leave this house and explore the world. Which we won't see the overworld for very long because you can buffer inputs in the overworld. So you'll see very little of the overworld, but I promise it exists. And it lets you go in the overworld at the beginning of each level because you earn points every time you play a level. And that's what the boon is. It's just a multiplier. So if you get enough points, you can like buy clothes for your character, either Amp or Spica, and it saves to your save file if you have a save file. And then that's the last thing you'll see is these things that are these, like, I don't know, water eyeball things on the corners of the circle. You have to just follow it. And so every level also has like a motif, like a musical motif. So this level is the so that's the motif for chapter 1. So every single song we're gonna play in chapter 1 has that same motif. Even if every song doesn't sound the same. And yeah, we're just gonna watch some dance. I'll dance whenever I can. Freeze! So we're matching through the replay again. We're matching through the score. The score. All right. So this is some guy. Please mute me for 1 hour. No, please help me. So every level has like a boss that you fight, and you fight him in usually 2 or 3 phases. So this is phase 1 of this boss right here, this smiley blonde fella. So this is the easy half of it. Yeah, so it's actually entirely possible. Someone's actually been timed out. Somebody timed him out for an hour. That's incredible. So it's entirely possible that I'll die on a level or two towards the end of the game. There's a couple levels that are quite hard where I'll be gamer leaning my butt off. But the estimate more than accounts for that. No, but I love the rib because the timeout was actually for an hour, which is the best part. But yeah, so if there's a death or two, don't worry too much about it. The 110 more than accounts for it. My PB is 105, I think, in Spica story, and a 104 for amp. Outstanding. Yeah, so the very final boss is actually very hard. I beat it deathless for the first time yesterday, which is why I decided to go with normal mode, because it's a more interesting run. The easy mode is just really easy. Freeze! All right, so now the boss is gonna go like Super Saiyan on us here, and so now he's evolved into some giant yellow thing, and this is the best song in the game for the record. I know it's early. I apologize. That's just how it is, though. Yellow Dog ? Is the name of the song. This is the best song in the game, so I'm gonna kind of shut up for it a little bit. Yeah, this game does have very, very strong. I love Guitar Man too. It's one of my favorite games. But Guitar Man's too hard. So this is easier than Guitar Man, but not that much easier. But I do love Guitar Man. Yeah, Guitar Man, that song is also very... This is the best song in the game. It's my favorite. But yeah, I do love this game. It's the synth song, in my opinion. We're just talking about another game. No biggie. So yeah, I can explain the rest of the options on the menu. We kind of skipped over that. So this is story mode. So there's something called single flits, and then double flits, and dual flits. So let me explain what flits is. So flits is this game mode. There's a second game mode. I got out of whack there. So the flits is whatever we're doing right now. There's a second game mode called a Naughty that we'll look at in Chapter 3. This is Chapter 1. So single flits is basically head-to-head flitzing against AI. Freeze! So that was the end of Chapter 1. So yeah, single flits is basically one-on-one flitzing against the AI. Double flits means you're doing co-op flitzing with a second player, and then dual flitzing is one-on-one against a human. And then there's Internet Gate and Neo Geo Pocket Gate. So Internet Gate means you could play online. This had an online a long time ago. That bookshelf had a face. I don't know. Something. We're in a library. I Am Space Woman is the name of this song. So they always put the name of the song in the bottom right corner right before it starts. This is probably the weakest set of songs in the whole game, but it's still pretty good. So Neo Geo Pocket Gate is because this game had a sister game that came out exclusively for the Neo Geo Pocket Color in Japan called Cool Cool Jam. Came out before this game, and Cool Cool Jam is a music RPG, and it absolutely rules. It's super good. I've played a translation patch of it on my Neo Geo Pocket Color. I want to eventually maybe learn to run it. I don't know how to stream it though, because even if there's no good way to really emulate how you play Cool Cool Jam on the physical Neo Geo Pocket Color, because you have to like move the physical machine and hold it like a saxophone or like a guitar. But yeah, so that's why and then you can transfer save data to and from both games. So that explains the Neo Geo Pocket Color gate. Cool Cool Jam, very cool game. If you ever wanted a music RPG that's not, well, I don't... I recommend a camcorder a wide flat angle. Maybe! Where is my Neo Geo? Somewhere. I'm heavily invested in handhelds. The only handheld that I don't own, like, the only... Freeze! Yeah, Rhapsody is the one I was thinking of, the PS1 game. But yeah, the Wonder Swan is the only handheld that I really don't own. How to flip. So now we're learning how to do the thing we've been doing the whole game. So we're back at home because they're teaching us something about the vacant orange. I'm not sure what they're teaching us right now. It's a shame that I have to skip all the cutscenes because nobody can translate for me what's actually happening. But the cutscenes are actually very long, so you really do need to skip them. Yeah, I still don't have I don't have a Wonder Swan. I wanted to play on a Wonder Swan, but I don't have one. I appreciate Retrothon accepting goofy things like this, so I can just sort of play a game I really like. Of the 4 games I am playing in this marathon, I'd say this is the only one you could really qualify as a really good game. Daedalus Encounter is really cheesy and enjoyable, but it's not a good game for a lot of reasons. It's kind of an unfair, like, puzzle game from the 90s. But this game actually is really good. It's just a little bit hard. Which is also unusual for me to play a hard game. And the next 2 games I'm playing on Sunday none of them are good. They're quite bad. Time Gal's okay. Jungle Rhythm for obscure rhythm games on Saturn. Ooh, I should do that. Would you not characterize that game as good? Who Shot Johnny Rack is a horrendous game. Freeze! Sorry, I missed that one. Who Shot Johnny Rock is a horrendous game. Daedalus Encounter is a lot of fun. It's like it's a fun game. Oh yeah. Also, I forgot to mention that this is the beginning of the esteemed and very long Dreamcast block of 2 games. It's just this game and then Res. But anytime we get representation for the Dreamcast, I'm always happy. What was that? Wait. What was that Saturn game that Aqua said? I need to see this. What's it called? Jungle Rhythm. All right, I need to look that up. I have a Japanese a Saturn as well. I have a Japanese. This is a Japanese Dreamcast I'm playing this on with one of these retro fighter controllers, because the actual Dreamcast controller I have is actually pretty terrible. Yeah, so, I mean, you guys have probably figured it all out, but, jungle rhythm, got it. Yeah, so you guys kind of figured it out, but there's basically, like, I think it's 5 different states that you can, like, just like any other rhythm game, you can be a miss, an okay, a nice, or a cool. So cool is just perfect. And the only difference between cool and nice is the score. That I got out of whack there for a second. There we go. So nice and cool both extend your multiplier and improve your score. But cool just improves it better. Also, the name of this game is Cool Cool Toon, so why wouldn't you want cool? So we're back at level 9, we're good. But it's easy, the whole thing with this game is it's really easy to fall out of rhythm. And so it's really easy to, like, just have your score obliterated very quickly. So the name of the game is regrouping if you mess up. Well, the name of the game is not messing up, but that's... Especially when you're trying to do commentary, it's not always easy if you lose concentration for a sec. There's a lot of really cool details in the backgrounds if you actually pay attention also. There's like nutty stuff happening in the background. So yeah, this space lady is the boss, and this is her Super Saiyan form. Freeze! All right. All right, so that was chapter 2. There are 6 chapters in the game, for the record. But we're not halfway through the game, obviously. The later chapters get much longer. All right, so this is the creepy haunted area, and this is where we meet the rival, I think. Am I telling the truth? I know this game well, I promise. Yeah. So this is, we're introduced to the rival, which is this purple lady here. So she's our rival. Okay, and this game has the best, in my opinion, Chapter 1 had the best single song, but this has the best motif. Yeah, so this is a really cool motif, and this is where they start to make the game a little more complicated, so you can press other buttons other than A. You saw me hit B and Y there for a hot second. It was great, but yeah. Mostly it's just gonna be me trying to explain the game and then just gaming out of my mind. See, I'm hitting X here. This is a Dreamcast exclusive. It's a Japanese Dreamcast exclusive. I'm a formerly trained pianist. I also play bass. When you have those, like, when you have a ton of, freeze! When you have a ton of rings like that, it's really, really... This is a Dreamcast game. Okay, so this is the other style of game. This is the Naughty. So this is what you're going to. This is what we're going to. This is the other style of game. We're gonna see it in this chapter, the next chapter, and that's it. And I'm gonna have to concentrate for it, so I'm gonna be kind of quiet. But I can't skip this part. So if anybody can read this, tell me. Babby X Bab. What's the name? This name is called Cool Toon. It should be right above my head. Yeah. So Babby X Bab. So I'm just trying to follow the rhythm. So I should be Y now. Babby X Bab, so this is gonna be X. They make this harder and harder if you don't. So if you make a mistake, it's actually the less of it is easier. Clear. All right. Yeah, this kind of has Parappa the Rappa vibes for sure. It's too 3D for Parappa the Rappa though. Yeah, Babby X Bab is what it is. It literally just tells you what we're gonna use, what things we're gonna use. So. I don't know if it's another Naughty or if it's another Flitz. No, this is another Flitz. So this is gonna be it. This is one of the better songs in the game, too. That went okay. They are pretty hard. Sometimes I want to go too fast. And this has like a weird syncopation, so it's like... It's easy to get off rhythm. Really easy. See more terms. I need to use dumber terms. Hey, there's some offbeat rhythm. Is that better? This is one of my favorite songs in the game too. I think this is probably number 2 behind Yellow Dog. Just a grunt every note. I took band time. I was never in band, but I've been playing instruments since I was a kid. You were in chorus? Respect. So this is another naughty, I think. No, it's not. That was the end of chapter 3. So this is chapter 4. Other things. So there's a lot of naughties here, I think. Yeah. So this is, we're gonna shoot this lady with a gun. So remember that time she was annoying us because she's our rival? Now we're gonna shoot her with a gun. That's a gun. So there's four colors. It corresponds to the 4 colors on the Dreamcast controller, and that's it. And now you just shoot the crap out of this lady. So I have to just shoot her a bunch. 2, 3. That'll work. Yeah, I shot the crap out of that girl. Yeah, that's the only time you have to mash in the whole game. Yeah! Ooh, I did it. All right, that was the best I've ever done on that level. So that's we're done with that. You saw my very brief like lean there to mash. All right, so more naughty here. This is the hardest part of the game, except for the very end. Baxi. So yeah, A is with the hyphen and X is with the smiley face. That's all I know. I don't know what she's saying. But she's like, oh, we're sneaking. Let's scream. Why is she screaming? Or he? I don't know. Alright, we're good. Safe. I think she's saying safe. Or he? I don't know. It. Alright, so this is like a speaker system? I don't know. Some sort of speaker system? I don't know. So A or B. A is the L, B is the T. Alright, so this is the second half. I don't know, I didn't know how to beat this, so I had to brute force the answer here. But now I know what it is, so that's it. So the answer is just BAX. I just have no idea, so I just can't read Japanese. One more. And we're done. There we go. Alright, so that's the end of the Naughties. That's the last time we're going to see this weird game mode, and the rest of the time it's just going to be... There's a term for you. Yes! Yes, AK. Please. Alright, so that's the end of the Naughties. We're in for... Now it's flitzes from here on out. Only flitzes. This is when the game gets hard. So this is a mummy. I don't know why. This is the first actually difficult level in the game. Wasn't paying attention. It's fine. I shouldn't look at chat. This is a mummy. This is when you're gonna start seeing me. So it's becoming road at this point, isn't it? So this is when you're gonna start seeing me lean in because the game starts to get hard. Also, yeah, the notes where you're in the middle of the circle are just evil, and sometimes you have to use like 2 fingers to like hold the control stick. Hit A there for some reason. That's the hardest for me. That's the hardest thing, is going very quickly around the circle and mashing a specific button. That's the hardest single thing you can do in the game. Freeze! All right, that's one of the hard ones down. There's like 2 more that are genuinely very difficult. So yeah, so now at this point, our rival has turned into our friend, I guess. And now we're adults, I guess. And so now we're playing Don't Pour Some Sugar on Me, I think? Weirdly sensual song. I went too fast there. Just type it. Type freeze! What has 7 arms and such? I mean, I don't particularly like the song, but this song has that quality to it, that like sleazy. Has that like kind of greasy quality to it, like the whole thing's covered in like popcorn butter. Yeah, and Hairspray. Yes, Hairspray for sure. It's not a bad song, though. Like, this version of it is not bad. That was terrible. Got lost. I got lost in the sauce. Got distracted by Hairspray. It's alright, then. We're fine. Yeah, and it doesn't have enough. Like weird, like guitar solos to really be Satriani though. It's really easy to get lost here, so you have to concentrate. Freeze! This game is a big... I love this game. I do actually really like this game a lot. This is a fun game. This is the one I can recommend. It emulates really well, so I would just emulate it. Or unless you have a Japanese Dreamcast like I do, which not necessarily recommended. This is one of the really hard songs, so I'm not gonna be as jokey. Oh, really? Yeah, I actually have the game. I got this game from a friend. A friend of mine had a bunch of... A friend of mine had like a pile of Dreamcast imports that he didn't want. So he sold them to me at cost. And this happened to be in the pile. Yeah, GD news, right? It's true. What do you call that thing? All those things. I have one of my Saturn, the whatever that's set. The thing that reads hard drives instead of the core or whatever it's called. This song goes super hard. This is like very Phantom of the Opera-y. The ODE, that's what I was trying to think of. The ODE. Thank you. CDI ODE? Who's gonna actually put in the work for that though? Who cares about a CDI? I mean, I have a CDI. I'm actually running a CDI game later in this marathon. Yes, ODE also means already. Freeze! I'm also a math major. Ordinary differential equations. So I know what all of those means. I was a math major in school. It was originally going to be Sega C. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So that was the end of Chapter 5. We're getting towards the end here. Oh, that was the end of Chapter 4, sorry. This is Chapter 5. So Chapter 5 is very interesting. Chapter 5, so we're an adult now. So this is something like a... This is something like a boss rush. So this is like a good chunk of the game is just going to be here. So we're gonna revisit all of our bosses here. So this is the alien lady. I was pressing random buttons there. That was wild. Yeah, so every single song from here on out absolutely bops. So there's it's all bangers, no misses from here on out. So enjoy. I'm also going to be much more quiet because I need to concentrate for the most part. Also, Amp's story has different songs here. All the songs in the boss rush are different. So I would suggest playing Amp's story too, because there's some really good songs that we don't get to hear in this story. So strong recommend. The boon stuff is there's 4 levels of multipliers. So when I get a certain streak, then I can hit either of the trigger buttons and increase my boon, and it's just a multiplier. So it's to increase my score and to keep me safe. Freeze! I have tea. It's kind of lukewarm now. Oh, you actually saw a little bit of that replay. So that's what happens if you don't mash A at the end of the level. I think this is the yellow dog again. Yeah. So the first song, which is the best song in the game, is called Yellow Dog ? And this song's called Yellow Cat ? So here we go. From chapter 1. So now I'm below the line, so you're gonna hear different music. It's peppermint tea. Caffeine-free peppermint tea for good night's sleep. Whew. And also, boons are fun because they just add to the chaos that is this game. Well, we're gonna make a comeback here. Comeback is on, don't worry. Yes, you can't hear the music because I'm below the threshold here. Freeze! See the comeback. Back to level 9. Easy. Easiest game of my entire life. So yeah, this is the ball first, man. We're on good pace. Oh yeah, this is the song that's called. This is the only song where you see it, you're like, ugh. So the song is good. The song is really good, actually. But the song is called African Drunk. B just jamming out, playing the video game. I'm just enjoying myself. It's a fun game. I like this game. Freeze! Whew. Yes, that was the space lady from chapter 2. So this should be what? This should be our rival, who's now our friend. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, this is that song, but like on steroids. Oh boy. What is freeze frame? It's a game show, yeah? But yeah, this is kind of that cool rhythm, but like really sped up. Jazzy. That's a really hard part of the song. When you're alternating like that. Alright, we survived. That was hard. Ooh, I forgot how hard that was. Jesus. Freeze! I guess. Woof, that was rough. But we survived. Yeah, the crapping thing, I really like that. When you're below the threshold, it starts to do that. Okay, so that was the end. So now we're on chapter 6. So this is the final boss. There's 2 songs. They're both impossible. So here we go. This is the final boss, some sort of Frankenstein, Dracula type fella. And there's 2 songs. There's this one, and then there's the final boss. Yeah, there's the speaker from chapter 5 or chapter 4. Eesh, that was not great. No one saw anything, everything's fine. Yeah. There's a lot of jet set going on. That's the same style for sure. Yeah, there's some rubber banding here that helps. It's true. I will say, because the Dreamcast controller is not very precise, the hit detection is really generous. Yeah, so they definitely accounted for the Dreamcast analog not being super precise. They kind of suck you in a little bit. Freeze! The red indicator looks like rubber bands. Good call. Alright. I think this is the last level now. Am I crazy? Or there may be one more after this. Oh, there's 2 levels. There's this one and the next one. Oh, this song rocks. I forgot about this song completely. This song is actually very, very good. See, she's our friend now. Woo! All I know is that she's our rival. Yeah, this is a Japanese exclusive on Dreamcast, and I don't know if people were here, but this game has an analog on the Neo Geo Pocket Color called Cool Cool Jam that I also recommend. I haven't figured out a good way to stream it yet. Freeze! Start as a rival shooter with a gun a whole bunch of times? Yeah. Alright. Gold is pretty good for that level. So this is the final level, and this is the hardest song in the game by like an order of magnitude. It's not even close how much harder the song is than everything else. Also, this song absolutely rocks, so enjoy it. Wow, I'm at level 3. Why? I didn't do that badly, did I? Gamer lean. So we're inside of the TV. That's what this is the final boss. We're escaping the TV. We have to start over. Well, we almost made it, but then I kind of fell apart at the end. We'll do it one more time. That's not a big deal. I have time investment. Would that have been a PB? That might have been a PB for Spica had I done it. Came a little unglued at the end there. It's one of those things where, like, I'm not exactly sure how the scoring is done. Yeah, exactly. The hidden gems list, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I picked the normal mode. The easy mode is too easy and it's almost boring. I literally had just a friend who sent me a batch of Dreamcast and PS1 games from Japan. And I just kind of went through them, and this is the one game that really stuck out to me. Oh, hey, Glacier. Got friends in chat. This is a good song to listen to twice, honestly. This is probably my only chance at it. Holy crap. That's time also. Woo! Yeesh. Alright. So yeah, that's time. That final freeze is time. Wild. Woo! That's usually how I beat it, at the very end. So here's the ending cutscene. I don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening. No one knows what's happening. But here's the final cutscene. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I beat normal mode, which is not always the case. So I'm quite pleased with how that came out. So we're adults, Spica. I don't know what this is. Can anybody explain to me what's happening? I think we're escaping the TV. We get sucked into the TV, and now we're escaping the TV. There we go. We escaped the TV. All right. So yeah, that's gonna be yeah. So that was cool Toon Dreamcast. Strong recommend. Even if you saw this, you can play Amp Story, which is pretty different. The gameplay is similar, but the songs are different. Yeah, so play this, play Cool Jam, and I have a couple more games coming up in this marathon on Saturday. And yeah, thanks for the GGs, everybody. But yeah, that was cool Toon. If you want to watch weird crap like this, I stream once a week on Tuesdays and on twitch.tv/sharpers. But yeah, one more Dreamcast game in this marathon. It's coming up next, so stay tuned. I'm out.